Hey guys, just to let you know, I was having like editing problems with this video, so if it seems a little weird, sorry. That's it. Okay, enjoy the show.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
3 times the charm. You hope, right? Hello, YouTubers. Doom143. Let me get this out of the way first and foremost. Thank you, thank you for all the support that you've shown during the Doom's 2000-ish contest. We got over 120 people that did the contest. Crazy support. Thank you so much. Could not, yeah, could not be any happier. That was just amazing. So thank you so much. Secondly, not to just kind of just brush through that, but secondly, this is going to be a very long haul, mega haul, large haul, whatever you want to call it. Lots and lots of books, and if you can't watch it all in one sitting, you know, check back in your history and then go back, and you'll be able to start where you left off. And that's pretty much about it. I just really want to kind of get this haul out of the way so I can put these books away. I don't know how I got this crazy. I seriously went from like a small stack of book to this huge stack. Anyway, let's just get into the haul. How do I start it? Wonder Woman 600 variant, Adam Hughes. I just picked this up this week. I found it at an exceptional price. This book actually goes for money, and I found it at a great price. I had to pick it up. There was no way around it. I'm still loving Adam Hughes, even though the stuff he's currently bringing out, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think the last thing he brought out was probably a Vampirella that I really liked. Other than that, really haven't been happy with his stuff. But his classics are exactly that. His classics are still classics. So very happy to add this to the collection. Wonder Woman 600, Adam Hughes variant. Speaking of variants, I guess we'll segue. One of the biggest things that I've been trying to get is these hard to find variants in these obscure titles. A lot of times, you know, we know about the hard to find variants, but sometimes there's stuff out there that not a lot of us know about, and I've been trying to pick kind of those up. So the one that I've been working on, actually I'm not even working on it anymore, I've actually completed it, was actually Vampy. This particular variant right here, it's not too bad. It's limited to about 1,500 copies, but there's a bunch of Vampy covers that are limited to either 1,500 or less. I'm just going to highlight some of them that I really like. This one is just a David Finch variant that I just thought was just exceptional. But some of the hard ones that I was talking about would be stuff like this. So this is a Vampy #1 premiere. Now, be very careful if you go back issue diving or back bin diving and you think you find it. Make sure you find the blue foil. That one is limited to 100 copies. I'm glad to actually have one of these in my collection. Super stoked to have that one. Other Vampy covers you can look out for. I think this one is Vampy #12. It's not really a virgin copy, but if you notice, it's a hollow foil variant. See if we can get that. It's pretty sick, right? Yeah, so this one is slightly hard to find as well. You will find the regular cover, but this one is the hollow foil, and it's an amazing cover done by Platt, and I just absolutely love it. Now, I'm going to show you one that you've seen before. This is actually my second copy, and I'm very happy to have one of this. This is one that I've been chasing for a while now. I've been chasing this Vampy 24 variant for a while. I'm so happy to see some people on the Instagram kind of tagging me and letting me know they've been able to find it. I think this one has about 1,500 copies, if not less, but just really happy to have it. I found one I put that in the contest as one of the prizes, and this one is my personal copy, so this is number two. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Dirty Pair cover. I really, really just absolutely love this thing. Cannot believe I actually found two of these. But that's my personal favorite here. But I know everybody that collects comics will probably have this one as their personal favorite. And this one is also another Vampy cover that's hard to find. If the art looks a little familiar, well, it's because it's J. Scott Campbell. So that's that's definitely why this one is a highly sought after one. This is Vampy number 8, J. Scott Campbell variant. Now, I think these are limited to about 1,500. Somebody told me there's only about 500 copies of these. So if you're a J. Scott Campbell completist, this is probably one that you probably want to look after. So yeah, very happy to have those Vampy books in my collection. Very hard to find. I found them. Let's just say I got lucky and I found it in a lot, and I was able to pick up all the regular covers and all the variants and all the premiere exclusives, all the holofoils, all in one lot at just really exceptional price. Pretty much under what this goes for is what I found it. So very happy with that. Let's tap into my LCS really quick. Some stuff that I found. I was able to find the Spider-Man 22. This is a Simone Bianchi. Definitely one of my favorite artists out there. Underrated in my opinion. A lot of people like his stuff, but you know, his books don't go for that much, and that's how I feel. It's kind of judge when they're underrated or not is really underrated, overrated. Like how much do their books go for? And Simone Bianchi, his covers don't really go for much. He's done some incredible stuff. You can literally just go on eBay and just type out Simone Bianchi, and there's just some exceptional covers if you're a cover collector, and they don't go for much. But yeah, Spider-Man 22, Simone Bianchi. Speaking of hot covers, I really like this. Kind of reminds me of like 80s. I think it's kind of 80s punk rockish time. This all new Wolverine number 3. Just happy to have this in my collection. Exceptionally, I love all the yellows. Great cover. Super stoked to have this in my collection. Next book. Next book I bought actually two of them. One is for my son and one is for me, because one, I like In-Hyuk Lee, and two, my son absolutely loves a superhero. So African American alert. African American alert. It's the king, y'all. Black Panther number 1, In-Hyuk Lee variant. Just looking like a badass. Love the coloring of the purples, the blacks, the light blues. It's just kind of a badass cover, just overall. Just really stoked to have that. And speaking of badass covers, got this Wolverine finally in my collection. Believe it or not, I've never actually owned this. I actually found two of these on eBay. They were selling for about $2.50 a piece, and I was like, yeah, definitely. They're kind of in VF condition. I don't press my books, and when I say that, what I mean is I don't own a press, but I do have people that I know that can press, and I think once I press these out, they're gonna look exceptional. It's a very white book, so I'm not worried about that. But there are a couple of what do you call them, spine dents, I guess. I've always liked this cover. Saw it on Erod's station, and I was like, man, I gotta pick one of those up. This next one is definitely a beautiful cover. So I saw this on somebody's top 50, and apparently this second print variant is a hard to find variant, and so I was like, okay, cool, challenge accepted. I absolutely love it. I mean, I know it's kind of whatever you want to say, but honestly, I love this cover. It's sick, it's hot, I love it. And yeah, so just Cry for Dawn, second print variant number 1. Apparently a lot harder to find. It's also signed too. So trying to figure out who signed it, because I know it's not Lisner. I think Lisner did the cover, but I don't think that's his signature. So I think when Lisner signs his stuff, it's only his last name and then he puts like a date on it. Yeah, man, just full of just great covers. Check this one out. I was able to find one of these. You know what? I don't like to say what my books are graded at, but I'm going to bet this is a 9.8. and that's why I put it in this hard book. As soon as I found this, I checked the spine up and down, and I was all like, man, this is a potential 9.8. And to have an all black book, sick cover in a 9.8, I'm ecstatic about that. I am actually going to get this graded at my next opportunity because I'm pretty damn sure this is coming back 9.8, and I absolutely love this. I wish I knew who the artist was. I know I saw this. I loved it. I was like, man, I got to pick this up. This is one of those books that I had that FOMO with, like that fear of missing out, and I didn't want to, so I picked it up. Um, at the time that I picked this up, I thought I overpaid, but then I'm starting to see this book actually go up in price slightly. So I'm very happy with the price I paid now. Not initially at first. I was kind of kicking myself, but now that the book went up, it kind of like the Thanos 13 variant. Like when I first picked those up for like, I think I picked up four of them for $25 a piece. I was like, man, I am paying way too much for this book. But yeah, now we know where Thanos 13 is. I'm not saying this is where it's gonna go, but it just kind of had that same feeling. All right, so check out this next book. So talk about stealth buys. This is not really a stealth buy, but the price I got these next two books, this book pretty much was a free book. So this one is Journey into Mystery 103, first appearance of Enchantress and the Executioner. So there was a lot. There was a lot on eBay, and how the seller had it, he had two slabs side by side. I really wanted the first slab. Had no real interest in this slab, um, but I was like, well, if I win this comic lot, then cool, awesome. Um, but for the price that I paid for the slab after this one, basically got this for free, and I actually got a really good price on the slab that I actually had every intention of buying. And the slab that I meant to buy was this one right here, Uncanny X-Men 129. What you got? Like first appearance of Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost. There's also Sebastian Shaw. Cool thing about this, look at that, direct edition 1979, so super stoked in having this one. Very, very low printed book. I think back in 79, direct editions was maybe 3% to 5%, might even be less, so very happy to have that. Like how everyone's now looking for newsstands for the modern stuff, anything before 1985, you really want to look for direct editions. So very, very happy to have that one. But this is the book I was going for. Got this at a really, really good price. And basically got the Journey into Mysteries free. So I can't really complain. Very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. All right, let's just keep going because this is probably going to be a very long haul, like I've said. So if you stuck with it so far, awesome, thank you. But like I said, if you have to, jump off, and then when you got time later on, go ahead and just start over. Just watch your history, and then you'll probably see this haul. Let me talk to you guys about a website that a friend of mine recommended. So I got a buddy. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm part of this Instagram group called the Moss Food Crew. We got some cool guys in there. Koi Cakes from Unpressable Defects. We got Freddy's, Seeking Near Mints. Another guy from CBSI, small letter shout out. Simple Man Comics, he's also joined us as well. He shouted out, I guess, I'm not too sure if it's his buddy that owns this website. It's called 5kidcomics.com. Look, I love my LCS, but sometimes their stuff gets a little ridiculous as far as price goes. So online is sometimes the best way to go. I don't go to Midtown or any of the other, I guess, big box store comic shops, but I really do like the smaller online shops, and 5K Comics has definitely become my new favorite. Check out their pre-sales. You can definitely pick up some great, great, great books at exceptional prices, and that's what I've been able to kind of look ahead and see what's coming out and buying the regular books and the variants for exceptional prices. So I found this one, Weapon H number 2, got this for way under cover price, and that includes the shipping too. Like the prices I paid on the books plus the shipping, if I went to my LCS, it would have costed me more. So essentially I got all these books for under cover price, and very happy with that. And the service was good, the shipping is awesome, and it comes bag and board and everything. So for you YouTubers who, I don't know, for some reason you guys have comic shops that don't give bag and boards, which is kind of strange to me because everybody here in Hawaii pretty much bags and boards all their stuff. I think there is one comic shop, but I don't shop there, so yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go off on a rant. So Joker Daffy Duck #1. I haven't read this yet. I saw the cover. I was like, I gotta get this, and I definitely got to give it a read. I mean, just to see what this is all about. Also at 5K Comics, I found this. So here's the thing about it. I hate this cover. I don't know why I bought it. Initially, when I saw it on the website, it didn't look too bad, but then when I saw it up front, I was very upset. So I'm glad that I actually found a regular cover for this book. What I'm actually very happy about is I actually found the Clayton Crane variant of this, and I can't wait till that comes in because, man, that book looks sick. For people that don't know, Avengers #7, this is actually the origin story of the very first Ghost Rider. It shows how he got his name, where he came from. Uh, I'm not going to spoil it, but it has a really, really cool story about the origin Ghost Rider. And this also has the origin of Avengers 1 million BC. So that's really cool. There's a cameo in here of, I guess, would be the first Phoenix. And then, of course, before Thor, there was Odin. So at the end of the book, and then, like I said, I hate to spoil this, but at the end of the book, you see Ghost Rider meeting up with Phoenix and Odin. And I'll let you read the rest. But yeah, it was actually a pretty fun book. Really cool origin. I really had fun reading this one. And I know you guys don't hear that from me too often about how much I enjoy reading something. But I actually had a really good time reading that book. Had a hard time pulling it down. Not pulling it down. I have an easy time pulling stuff down. Putting it down. All right. Boom. So Red Hood 26. This is the regular cover. Apparently, Red Hood gets a new outfit, so this is the origin story of his new outfit, or first appearance of his new outfit. Really cool book, but the one you want definitely is the variant. I think this is done by Putri. This book is exceptional. Not too sure if you guys are sub to Bad Avenger. I hope I remember, but I'm gonna leave a link to Bad Avenger. He showed a comic that I don't really think anybody really showed too much of. It's Red Hood and the Outlaws 25. This is 26, so I'm talking about 25. It's an exceptional cover. As soon as he talked about it, I was like, damn, I gotta pick this up. I think it was on CBSI's top 10. I didn't really pay attention that week, and but yeah, as I knew this one. I had to pick up. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick this up. This cover is boss right here. I love this cover. I'm so stoked to have this. I bought 2 of them, obviously, but yeah, super, super stoked to have that. Stoked. Where do we go from here? I've been shopping so much. Oh, check this out. This is kind of minor, so we'll just do it real quickly. I found this Witchblade while I was comic hunting. I found this for like $1. It's apparently a semi hard to find variant. Goes for a little bit. What do they call this? Negative space variant. But yeah, I dug it. But the book I was really happy to find was this. A-Team #1. Holy shit. So a little background about me. I was born in 75, so I'm definitely an 80s kid. I'm definitely a 90s kid. So trust me, it was all about A-Team. It was all about Mr. T. Super, super stoked. Look at the condition on this book. Look at that spine. I mean, it's just... I feel like being that one YouTuber. What is his name? It's so sharp. Let's look at that, sharp. Just really sharp. Look at that cover. That's sharp. Really, really sharp. But yeah, I found A-Team #1. And I actually found 2 and 3. And they're both just as sharp. But yeah, found those at the LCS that I shop at. It's kind of like a used record store / comic book. Hopped over to my other comic shop, went back issue diving, found this one right here, first appearance of Scream, and a cameo appearance of like a bunch of other symbiotes, like what is it, Agony and I don't know, Fear and Distress. I don't know what Depression. I don't know what the other symbiotes names are. I actually have it in the back. Hold on, let's get this right. So this is the first appearance of Scream, a cameo of Agony, Lasher, and the hell is that, Page and Riot. There you go. There you go. So those are the cameos, but most importantly, First appearance of Scream. Found this for cover price. Man, really beautiful cover. I think there's a really small tick on that. But look what I found in the back issues. Yeah, camel toe alert. Camel toe alert. Yeah, I found this in back issues, and actually found it for cover price. So really happy about that. $3. Adam Hughes. I mean, Jesus criminy. But with every good stout purchase, there's always that one dumb purchase that I make, and that's this one right here. X23 number one. I saw this cover. I absolutely loved it. I wanted to buy it, and then I saw it at my comic shop for 25 bucks, and I was like, "Oh my god, what a great deal!" If you check on eBay, that was a horrible deal. It was a horrible deal. But I bought it anyway. Oh well, stout buy on one, way overpriced on another. Guess it kind of evens out, but yeah, I still like this cover though. I'm very happy. I mean, it was one of those things that you bought because you liked it, and yeah, so very happy about it. So I'm not happy about overpaying, but I'm happy to have that book in my collection right now. Sometimes when I overspend on books, sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sell this because I don't want to even look at it. So we'll see what happens with that book. All right, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. If you're not on Instagram checking out hashtags comic books for sales, or checking out great Instagrammers that sell at exceptional prices, probably my two favorite is $10 plus comics and $5 plus comics. There's also some others that actually, man, just really great purchases. There's one called Comics for Sale, but he spells it Kahmiks. That's a good one too. That's another good one you could check out as well. But yeah, I found this KB. What do you call? KB reprint. Ultimate Spider-Man number one doesn't go for much, but I was like, why not for $1 or $2? This is the only one that I kind of spent a little bit on. This is actually a second print variant. It's kind of funny. I was going through eBay trying to see what the second prints go for. It doesn't go for as much as the first print, but there's not a lot of them out there. So I don't know if this one is harder to find or not. Maybe somebody can let me know. But yeah, Ultimate Fallout, first appearance of Miles Morales, of course. But this is the second print variant, so it doesn't really go for much. I found this book, no significance on this one. I just thought for $5 it was a really good deal. You get that really, kind of classic look, classic cover, classic book. And yeah, happy to just add this to my collection. Found that on Instagram. This one was probably like $1 or $2. Dead Man number one. I'm just really kind of getting into characters that nobody's really talking about. So Deadman's kind of on my list because, you never know what they do with these guys. If they don't do nothing, cool. You spent $1 or $2. If they do something, hey, there you go. And X-Men 195. Yeah, I didn't know this was a Sinkovich variant. Is this a Sinkovich variant? Because that looks like his signature right there, isn't it? You see it? Does it say Sinkovich? I don't know. It looks like it says Sinkovich. Anyway, on Instagram, I also found these books here. I think they either costed me $5 or $10. So very happy to have these. So this one is just a nice variant. X-Men, what is that? What number is that? X-Men number 20. So yeah, X23 variant. This one is issue 450. The first time that I think this is the first time that X23 is on the X-Men title. She has a beef with the X-Men in this one, and then when you beef with X23, this is what happens, I guess. Everybody gets knocked the fuck out. But yeah, so there you go, X-Men 451. Pretty stoked to have that. Also saw this one, exceptional price on Instagram. Telling you, Instagram, really good price on this one. What is this? Marvel Team Up 141. Kind of ties with the first appearance of the black suit. I think I got this book goes for about 20-25 bucks. I think I got this one for under $10. So yeah, very happy. Another book I'm happy to have. Just an awesome jock cover. Haven't actually owned it. This one is New X-Men 129. Not the first appearance of Phantom X, but definitely a really hot Phantom X cover. If they do something with Phantom X, this book will definitely jump up in price. Absolutely love this. It's actually a regular variant, regular cover as well. It's not even a variant. Found this one again. Finding these awesome books for great prices on Instagram. Miss Marvel #1. Cho. Look at that. Look at that, Miss Marvel. You can find this book all over. Sometimes $1, $10, but very happy to have that. This one is Action Comics 894, first appearance of Death in the DCU. Happy to have that one. Really great prices on these books. I just was. You can't beat it, you know. It's Instagram. Plus, these guys on Instagram, they're making a little bit more money too. They sell these on eBay. You know, they gotta pay that 10%. This one's friends and family. You can trust them. The shipping is awesome. They're collectors as well, so they know how to ship books. You know, really cool. Willing to work with you just in case you need them to. Batman Beyond #8, first appearance of Batgirl Beyond. Got that one again. Instagram. Harley Quinn #1, New 52. Amanda Connors. Not the variant, but I've never owned this book. Always liked this cover. I just thought it was a classic Harley Quinn. I really like this Harley Quinn. This is probably my favorite Harley Quinn. You know, kind of like Deadpool, like the old Deadpool. Not really into the new one. Picked up another copy of one of these, 451. I swear, there's times where you just don't realize what you have. You buy a comic and then you put it alphabetical order, and you're like, oh, I already own 4 of these. Interesting. And yeah, check this one out. Jason Todd Origin. Really great price and newsstand. Go ahead, check eBay. You won't see too much of these newsstands. You'll see a lot of the regular ones. So very happy. I'll be straight up honest. I got this for $10. The condition in this is really nice. It's definitely a near mint. I wouldn't necessarily go as far as saying it's a 9.8, but it's definitely a near mint copy. It's a newsstand. Origin of Jason Todd post crisis. So yeah, great book to own. Great prices. And I also got this one. Check this out. Oh yeah. Omega Man #3, first appearance of Lobo. I'm not gonna tell you what the person on Instagram had this priced at, but I combined this book and the next book together. Essentially, again, the two price. They said, you know what? Just pay me this price. This book was basically free. And then, on top of that, I got this book at an exceptional price. So yeah, Spider-Man 238, first appearance of Hobgoblin. And before you ask the question, yes, the tattoos are attached. So, wow. Very happy to have that. Super stoked. You cannot go wrong with Instagram. Like I said, if you're a YouTuber but you're not on Instagram, well, get on Instagram. Get on Instagram and yeah, look it up, man. Hashtag comics for sale with the number 4 and hashtag comics for sale with the word 4 being spelled out. Just really awesome, man. Great people, great community. Loving Instagram. Check these out. I found these Chun-Li, whatever you call it, Nicki Minaj cover swipe variants. Super happy to find this. These books go for a little bit. I didn't pay the price, but yeah, I got a buddy of mine talk to me about some books and where to get some stuff. So yeah, got that. Got the slightly harder to find blue with the cami. I don't know how you, Shadolo. What is it? Shadolo special Street Fighter. Super sick. I bought this because of her hair. I love how her hair. Look at her hair. Don't you just love how her hair just. Yeah. Anyway, stoked on having that one, and then I found this one too. So yeah, cannot say thank you enough to one of the guys in the community for letting me know where I can get these. Unfortunately, I'm not able to tell anybody. That was my promise, but really happy to find them. You can still find these on eBay, but super stoked. All right, now what a better way to end this haul than some random act of kindnesses. I got 2 random act of kindnesses, and I just cannot say thank you enough to these 2 guys. One is Alfredo Comics, Alfred Comics 83 Comics, Alfred 83 Comics. He gave me some books. Really happy to have them. Check this out. This David Mack Virgin variant. Stoked. He knows me. He obviously knows I love David Mack. David Mack, Bill Sienkiewicz, probably my top two artists. But yeah, definitely my top two artists. Love, love, love this cover, man. Super stoked. Thank you so much. He gave me Justice League #1 foil. More so probably because of the rain on the cover. I think that's why he gave it to me. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see that. We could take a look at that. But this is actually a foil variant of Justice League #1. I think you can see the rain a little better. He knows I'm really into that. I wonder down the road how this comic will affect the actual comic. So this is a Teen Titans 12, one of those convention exclusive, again, foil variant. Yeah, it's just one of those books that you're kind of curious to know how this book will affect it, because it has the same number and it's the same cover. But yeah, so what was that? First appearance of the Joker that laughs, or Batman that laughs, whatever it is. So thank you, Alfred. And then he gave me this one, Detective Comics 880 foil convention exclusive. Man, that is super dark, huh? is that? There you go. There you go. It's kind of scary, actually. But yeah, there you go. We can. No. God damn, this how's that? There you go. The foil variant. It's crazy. Anyway, this is a sick cover, huh? And it's foil. That is awesome. Thank you, Alfred. And then I got a random act of kindness from my boy, Masterx Splinter, or I think it's called the Real Masterx. If you've seen him lately, he's been lifting a lot of weight, so maybe we should just call him Master Flex. But yeah, he hooked me up with this, Ego 6. This is the first Adam Hughes work in comics. So Ego #6, happy to have that one. A really, really, really nice variant. I really love this variant. Batman and Robin 15. Just a sick variant, man. I love, 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 love that stuff. Hooked me up with kind of like some spec books, which is super cool. Dark Hawk #1. Really beautiful copy. Do not own this. Happy to have this. Stoked. Now, these next 3 books he gave me, I was kind of blown out of my mind. The funny thing is, if you're not a hard to find collector, if you're not a variant, you won't understand the last 2. But I think the majority of you guys will understand this. So this is Spider-Man 194, first appearance of Black Cat. He actually gave me this. And this book is in way better condition than the copy that I have. So I'm very happy to have this. I actually couldn't believe he actually gave me this, but so stoked to have this. Now don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't appreciate this, but the next 2 books he gave me, I couldn't actually believe. This one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #18. This is an RI variant. This thing is either a ghost or it's expensive. This thing can go for about $90. So IDW made a bunch of these basically hip hop variants before the hip hop variants now. If you watch the last video before this video right here, my last haul, I'll leave a link to my last haul, and look for the comic that's around this area here. You'll see another variant as for G.I. Joe. So that book, this book here, crazy, crazy, crazy hard to find. Actually, I'll pause real quickly and I'll see if I can find my other ones real quick. Okay, so we're back. So anyway, so this book here belongs to a variant set that came out of IDW that is just like crazy hard to find. So this one obviously is the Nirvana cover. This is another one right here, crazy hard to find. So this one is Cobra G.I. Joe #19. Along with that is this one right here. This is Transformers. I want to say this is is that David Bowie? God, I hate to get these things wrong. But this is also a cover swipe as well, but it's Transformers. Crazy, a little hard to find that one. This is another one as well. So this one, you'll get the comic lovers, you'll have the Transformers lovers, and you'll have the Beetle lovers. So that one right there. So yeah, that these books right here are just crazy hard to find. I can't believe Masterx hooked me up with that. Now you think that would be way more than enough, but check this out. He hooked me up with this one, and this one is crazy because this has a combination of everything that really this kind of almost embodies myself as a collector. So one, it's a hard to find book. Two, it's kind of one of those books that no one really talks about, Scarlet, and it's David Mack. It's also signed by David Mack himself. So I cannot thank Master X Splinter enough for that random act of kindness. That was like way too much. I guess we can call each other even. I think we're more than even. I obviously owe Alfred 83 comics some stuff now, but yeah, just super super stoked to have this book in my collection, man. Oh, that was a long one, huh? If you made it, awesome. Congratulations. And again, to everyone that participated in my contest, thank you so much. That was really, really meaningful. That was something else. Thank you so much. Yeah, so cool. I'll leave a link, like I said, to my haul that was previous to this one if you want to check that one out. And if I can remember, I'll leave links to Alfred, Master X, and Bad Avenger. If you're not watching Bad Avenger, you're kind of missing out on some info. I don't really like his camera angle, but since I do watch a lot of stuff on my phone, sometimes it does work out, and it really just focuses on the book. But other than that, the guy's just he's a great hunter. He's a good one. Bad Avenger's an awesome one. So other than that, that's about it, man. All right, shoots and mahalos.